All right.
Instantaneously, part 2.
Okay.
Welcome back again. How do you feel?
I thought you'd have bought me a cup of tea in the break.
And
but
we've
no,
not even
nothing.
got changed, so
I could have put a different jacket on.
We could have, yeah, couldn't we?
Pretend it was a different day.
We could have swapped places.
You always wear the uniform.
I could have wore a mask or something and just not said anything about it. We should have swapped clothes. You'd be wearing this one.
This is a whole different podcast.
It's going off track already. We just spoke about veganism and vegetarianism for
far too long.
ages.
Yeah.
I appreciated that. Thank you. We started by talking about your weight loss journey, didn't we?
Yeah.
But then we got off track
Sidetracked.
because you've done a million different things. Because we run a weight loss program, don't we? But people end up changing lots of different things.
Yeah, you just start evaluating yourself. I think that's the main thing. I think I listened to all of the lectures and got all of this knowledge, and then I was like, but what about this? And I think that's what I love about the group so much, is having access to be able to ask you a question and just think, Connor, why is this like this? And then the next day the live video comes on and you're like, it's like that. I'm like, thank you, I'm better than Google.
That's really nice.
I've just got to wait a day, but I get a personalised answer to exactly why your body works in that way. And I think my biggest learning in all of this is in the last sort of 8 months, I've not at any point been on a diet, and I still have chippy tea on a Thursday, not a Friday because there's less queue. So we have it on a Thursday, but clearly I don't have fish and chips. I just have like some of.
Well, like we just spoke about.
Some of Anthony's chips. I just have like a little bit of chips and maybe some gravy.
Yeah.
So actually, I don't blow my calories. But I still don't feel like I've ever given anything up. I still have pizza, but I no longer have a Domino's dirty, like 18-inch pizza to myself, and there's. Like, we're eating pizza for the next 3 days because everyone chooses their own pizza.
I'm eating it all in one go. I don't know who you are splitting it over 3 days.
It's just ridiculous. Now I like the ones from Marks and Spencer's where they're 400 calories.
Nice.
And even then, I will only have half of it sometimes.
Will you?
If me and Anthony are having pizza, we have half of one of those, and then there's some fries by Marks and Spencer's that are vegan that are called dirty fries.
Oh yeah.
Best thing ever.
Yeah.
So a little bit of salad, dirty fries. That feels like a really dirty meal. But in actual fact, calories wise, 600.
Not bad at all.
And you've just hit all of your kind of cravings around food. Perfect.
So you've learned how to fit things you enjoy.
Yeah.
By making little. It's not about not having pizza or anything like that. It's about being sensible with it.
It's
not about.
You know, what do you say? Like, you can have anything you want. You just can't have everything.
Yeah.
And I think, and I acknowledge this because I don't think we've ever spoke about this in depth, but I did Lighter Life before I met Anthony, so like 10 years ago.
Is that hard supplements?
It's
hardcore.
The shakes.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
I did the light
diet,
version, which meant I did 3 shakes and a meal on a night.
Is it lighter than light or what?
It's lighter life. It's like Cambridge.
You're saying that you did the light version. Is that harder or easier than the normal?
Easier, because the hardcore version is just 4 shakes and you don't chew anything.
What, food's cancelled? You know that eating
Food's
thing
cancelled.
You like? Cancelled.
We're not doing that because you'd like to lose fat. Yeah. So I did the light version because I didn't have as much to lose.
Right.
And I think in total I did it for 10 weeks, and in 10 weeks I lost 3 stone.
In 10 weeks?
10 weeks. Well, you would, wouldn't you? Because you were only on 700 calories a day.
How did you feel?
First 2 weeks was like hell. After that, I felt okay. Okay. But you have to adapt. It's hardcore. It's more of a mental battle than anything else.
Yeah.
You're so bored with the food after 2 weeks that you're no longer thinking about food. You're just drinking it because that's what you've got. You've taken all choice away. Actually, almost that made it easier for me because I wasn't trying to figure out what to eat. It was that is my only choice. and I was very determined to lose the weight. I had my kind of oh shit moment on the scales, and that was the route that I took. And then I met Anthony, so we can blame him for this.
Oh, nice.
So I was super slim when I met him. Ooh. Super slim for the first 2 years. But we went out a lot.
Yeah.
We drank a lot. We had a great time. And the weight just went on and on and on and on. And where I considered my oh shit moment, the oh shit moment for me last year was 2 stone heavier than the previous oh shit moment.
Oh.
And I was like, I remember being really skinny, thinking I'm never going to go back to that. But what I know now is I didn't educate myself in any idea. I did 10 weeks of hardcore, and then as soon as it was done, I just went back to normal eating that got me big in the first place. And it doesn't come on overnight, it just comes on over time.
That's the same pattern for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is that I tried to do it again, thinking, well, it's okay, I could
you
just
went for
do
light
that.
life again?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm biting Superdrug.
Yeah.
Can't get past a week.
Right.
Could not, because it's just horrendous.
Yeah.
It's just a horrific thing to do. I think you have one shot at doing it, but the reality is, unless you retrain your brain, it's all coming back on afterwards, and that happened to me.
It happens to nearly everyone, doesn't it?
I think so.
Well, it's why it's 90% failure rate across all diets in this country.
And the thing that the thing that I love about what you've done is you've educated me about how my body works. So before I joined you, I'd been to the doctors on 2 occasions trying to find a medical diagnosis to why I couldn't lose weight, because I was joining Slimming World and I was following the plan and I was doing everything right, and nothing. I was never losing any weight. The only thing I was losing was money, because I would go with a £20 note and I'd pay me £5 whatever membership, and then I'd be buying a high five bar and like, ooh, the magazine is out. Ooh, I haven't seen that recipe. Honestly, I had like a shelf of glossy recipe books. So it was probably costing me 20 quid a week just to be on this diet, to be like pound on, pound off, pound on, pound off, and actually made 0 progress. And other people who were a lot bigger than me were making loads of progress. And I was like, I don't get it. I was trying so hard. So I was like, have I got a thyroid problem? Have I got something medically wrong that stops me? Am I a special unicorn that is stopping me losing weight?
Yeah, this is what people feel like, isn't it?
Yeah, totally felt like that. It turned out I was just eating too much for what I needed. I was doing the version of Slimming World where you can eat the you know, in an Italian family where they'd put the big pasta bowl in the middle. But I was putting that in front of myself, I'm sure, because I was
But you were following the plan.
I was following the plan because that was free, and I love pasta. I barely ever eat pasta now. Because as soon as I looked at the packet and saw the calories and went, it's that many calories for that, I'm not having it. I'd rather have this.
You're a vegetarian, doesn't eat pasta. Do you have any fun, Zoe?
No, I do eat pasta, but just not very often. I genuinely don't eat it. It's not like a go-to thing, because I looked at the calories and went, you don't get very much.
No,
and for me, if you're having pasta, I want like a massive bowl of pasta.
It goes down easy, doesn't it?
It
goes down smooth.
It is good food, but that's part of like Slimming World failed because I love pasta.
Yeah, some people do. I know some people that can eat a load of pasta dry, and they'll like it.
Dry?
Yeah, I know people that just eat pasta just plain pasta.
Oh, you're still cooked, not
still
dry.
No,
not
like,
dry. Like
no,
seriously, they're like nibbling on it.
Come on.
Well, a little bit of olive oil and salt, actually. To be fair, I'm with them.
You'd probably get no calories from it.
That's another thing I was doing. Olive oil.
Were you?
Whack that. Everything.
What did they say about oils on Slimming World?
Well, Slimming World, I'm pretty sure it's shed loads of sins. I don't know. Can't remember.
I don't know either, to be honest. And I
don't know,
I've
but
not
I'm
really
sure
heard many people talk about it, which is probably an issue. It's probably one of the issues, isn't it?
But I don't think
people do use fry light on Slimming World, so they must say something.
They do. Yeah. Fry light's a big thing. Fry light's your friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really remember. But you know, you think you're following something, but you're always doing your own versions of it.
Yeah.
You're always making a slight tweak here, slight tweak there. And I think that what you gave me was freedom. I can do whatever I want, just don't kid yourself.
Yeah.
You've got to log it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I think I posted a graph from the other week into group just today. Was it today? Yesterday? Where it was red. I'd had more calories than maintenance
I made a
on
public
one
video
day.
about it today, did you say?
Oh, no, I haven't watched
I've been
that
talking
yet.
about you behind your back.
Oh.
I've made a public video about it. I didn't say it was about you, but it's about the principle that you showed,
Yeah, I look at week on average, and as long as I'm under, I'm good.
That's the way it works, though,
yeah.
isn't it? You could look at the month on average if you really wanted to. You could look at the year on average if you really wanted to. I mean, it's
well,
not...
I could just tell you, because it's like however much I've lost times by 3,500.
Exactly.
And that's what I was under.
Yeah, so you got more freedom. You've done extraordinarily well on the education. You've gone from, like you said, following Lighter Life and following Slimming World to being literally, you are more knowledgeable than 90% of all nutritionists that I know who are qualified.
I do want to, I want to go, like, get a book on nutrition, or have even a book on the human body. I'm so fascinated by it. I do like the detail. I like to understand.
I know you do.
And
you've done amazing.
And that's like, once you, I think, you like unlocked this little thing in me that's a bit science nerdy that I didn't even knew I had. I was like, so, interesting. So I've just been carrying around all this stored fat because I ate more than I needed. So just eat less. It'll use what you've already got. That's easy.
Knowing the whys behind it sometimes helps, doesn't it? It gives you the motivation. It's like it.
Do you know, I said to someone this morning, so we were talking about Slimming World and someone being really big and losing loads of weight, and I said, yeah, but I told you, you've got that maintenance number, right? So that calculation where it's 22 times what you weigh, that really is talking about 22 hours in a day. For men, it's 24 hours in a day. You've got to think, if you're 20 stone and your body's got to carry that round all day, it's going to burn more calories to carry 20 stone than carry 10 stone. So that's why the number's less.
How much are you weighing now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm now bang on 11 stone.
Beautiful. I've not weighed myself for a while. I'm also roughly 11 stone. Right, so it's like you jumping on my back. And then
you're going to burn more calories. You're going to
right
dab on if you give
on
me
my back all day.
You're going to give me a piggyback. You're going to get a right dab on.
My knees would hurt, and I'd be fatigued and tired at the end of the day. Wouldn't I? And then you'll go to the doctors, and they'll call it fibromyalgia or something like that sometimes, won't they? Or chronic fatigue. But then really, when people start to change and start to improve, these symptoms start to relieve sometimes, don't they? So
when you just, I don't know, think about. One of the things that I learned from you recently was the calculation, this whole, like, you've lost, when you lose a pound, that's because you've ate 3,500 calories less than you needed. So my brain did the calc, I love the maths, so my brain thought, oh, you've lost 42 pounds, how many calories is that?
You've lost how much, sorry, Zoe?
42 pounds.
42 pounds?
Thank you. But I lost 42 pounds, so my brain went, so I ate, I think it was something like 75,000 something calories.
1 sec.
More than I needed. But you know what the worst bit about how much, oh no, it wasn't, oh yeah, wait, yeah, it's 147,000 calories.
You've got rid of 150,000 spare calories off of your body since we started.
Oh yeah, the 75,000 is, because a little part of me wants to lose another 20 pounds.
Yeah, oh that's what you've got to go left.
Yeah, but even though I'm at my kind of, like, my goal was not weight, my goal was, like, feel happy. I feel happy, I feel confident. Perfect. But because I know how easy it is to lose the fat now, I'm like...
Because you've got the control.
Yeah, if it takes me 2 years to lose the next 20 pounds, I'll do it, because I've just spent the last 6 weeks not tracking a single thing, and I've stayed the exact same weight.
Perfect.
Because my behaviour around food is different.
Yeah, your mindset.
And I eyeball things, and I give myself, like, you know, I've sussed out what breakfast is at 166 calories.
Oh my god, that's so low. I drop more than that on the floor making my breakfast sometimes.
But that means because I'd rather have a higher calorie tea than breakfast. I never used to even have breakfast, so I'm almost weaning myself to go back to not having breakfast. When I'm busy, I don't need it. So yeah, you've just given me the control over what I weigh. And I never believed that I could be somebody who sat in a size 10 or a size 8 jeans actually now I believe I can, and I know that I will be, because I won't ever go back, because there's no reason to.
Yeah, because you've got the control now.
Yeah, and it's not, food doesn't control me because I can have everything. I recognise that before, maybe we used to go, oh, should I have an Indian tonight? Oh yeah, we haven't had an Indian in ages. We might have had a chippy tea, a KFC, Chinese, all the same week. But I was definitely kidding myself around food. So like, yeah, so much knowledge, so much freedom. I mean, I'm big on kind of like, I try and tell everybody who is willing to listen to me to listen to you. Like, just join the program. And you know, I remember right at the beginning, I remember how I found out about you.
Yeah.
One of your members was a guest on a black tie do.
Oh, okay.
And I was sat next to her, and she was not eating all of her meal and she was leaving stuff. So we were talking about it. She said that she was watching her calories and she was explaining Slim Society to me. And that was on a Thursday night. Friday, I binge watched your public profile.
Oh, did you?
I binge watched every video of that. I was just like, and the next, and the next. And I was like, this is amazing. Messaged you. And I don't know, they were like the longest 2 hours in my life until you responded and said, oh, I'll meet you tomorrow. And we met on the Saturday afternoon. And I was like, no, I'm in. I mean, you're like, you can do a 3, yeah, whatever, I'm in. And I remember when she told me about it, she told me how much it cost. And I was like, you know, I'm used to paying £5 a week. You're like, really? You want me to pay £36? Like, that's a lot of money. I'm going to have to really think about that.
Technically, it's nearly double.
Yeah.
Compared to Slimming World.
No, but it's not when you think about the magazines and the hi-fi bars.
Well,
I was spending 60. But in my head, it was £5, so it felt like a lot of money. Like that justification just to go and get publicly weighed and publicly humiliated as they go around the circle of death.
God, I hope not. Circle of death, I hope not.
Just, you know, that whole experience, it's like every time I came back, I'd think, I ain't learned anything. I'll never get that time back in my life. But if I don't go, I'll never lose weight.
Yeah.
Like, you do not need to give up a Thursday night for someone to go, have you been bad? Have
you eaten your sins?
There's so many contradictions in what they come out with. And even the person, the bit that gets me is the person sometimes who weighs you is the person who's actually apparently trained. They're the person who run the group. Well, it's their mate who's weighing you, and they think it's okay to be a little bit judgy and tutty and stuff.
Do
You're
they?
like, who are you? Who are you? You're just Sandra's mate.
Oh my god.
Who's weighing in, and they're going, like giving you the eyeball. You're like,
giving you the eyeball.
Oh, there's no need. I'm already going to the chippy on my way home because I've not ate all day to try and weigh less for this one magical weigh-in a week. So yeah, freedom, and weighing yourself every day. That is the best thing I've ever been
you like
gifted.
That?
Every day. I don't understand when people are still doing it 2 or 3 times a week. I'm like,
yeah, that's what I tell people.
You tell people, but
most people don't like that kind of thing. But it's.
Do you know what?
It's more accurate if you do it your way, but some people don't like it.
Well, my tips are change your weighing scales to be by pounds, because that's not real money for me.
For you?
It's not though.
What, and if you like pounds, do kilos?
Yeah, do opposite. The one you don't understand. The one where, like, I didn't know I'd got to 11 stone. It's only because for some reason I put into my calculator, I wonder where I'm at now, and I was like, shit. Yeah. I'd woke Anthony up. I went. I'd weighed myself in the morning, but I hadn't had the penny drop moment until the night that I'd got to that point, and I was like,
what if you've
because pounds don't mean anything to me. And do you know what, I like that, because I get weighed in the morning and I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter if it goes up or down, I count myself as whatever the lowest number is. It'll go back up the next day, I don't care. I'm like, I'm now
your body works,
I'm 158 now, because I know I haven't put any fat on. And then when it goes to 157, even if it went 157 for one day and then the next 14 it was higher, if I know I'm doing the right things, there's no way I'm still telling everybody I'm 157
because it'll continue down soon.
Because I am put fat on. I don't eat over maintenance.
What if you've got a bachelor's undergrad degree in maths and you know pounds and kilos, then we'll get Chinese scales or something like that, which is, the scales you can get where it doesn't show you the number on it. You
just weigh it, it goes into a digital
app. It logs
app.
it into your app on a phone.
Well, I have got Fitbit scales.
Yeah.
So I can get weird without my contacts in. If I really don't want to know what it is. I can't see the screen.
It makes you a bit lighter as well when you take them out. Some people don't like weighing themselves at all. So, I don't...
They consider it the sad step.
Some people do, yeah, but...
I think that's Slim and Will's fault, though.
It is, yeah, because they weigh people wrong. Weighing in once a week's a terrible idea.
It's an awful idea.
It's a terrible idea because there's too many variables. It's like there's... Let's find out how many hours there is per week. How many do you think there is? 168.
Yep.
And your weight changes every single hour, every single day. Like I've just drank that. It's got barely any calories in it. But what's that? 300 mil?
Yeah.
So now I've gained 300 grams. That's 0.7 pound I've just gained. After this podcast, I might go for a pee. Now I've lost it. So every single hour you change, and you're just going to take one stab in the dark, and then it's like taking a... That must
be what you weigh.
Yeah, that must be what you weigh the entire time, mustn't it? It's like taking a picture of a movie screen and then saying, judge this. Yeah. Isn't it? It's like, what? That makes no sense.
No.
So...
Education's the key.
It is. That's why we say education's freedom. Yeah, that's why you're not scared to weigh yourself, and it's why you know when it goes back up, why it's gone back up. Yeah. Some people don't like weighing themselves.
I've been on holiday and not put weight on now, and it's just like freedom. So much freedom.
So I do get people to weigh themselves, and I try and give it I do recommend 2 or 3 times a week, only because that's the minimum you can kind of get away with for scientific accuracy. If we're doing it less than that, we're playing games. It's not enough information to tell me what's actually going on with somebody's results and metabolism. If somebody's brave like you and they want to take full control, then yeah, people can weigh in every day, and then you'll just learn faster. You'll just get control faster. The fear will drop away faster. When people call it the sad step, like you say, it's just ridiculous because you're scared of your own body. You're stuck inside you. How can you be scared of you? You can run away from everything except yourself. And it's like this is off topic, but I like it when people say they go on holiday to find themselves. I'm like, where are you looking? I know where you are. Why don't you just look down? Are you in? I don't know how you think you're in Spain when you're right here with me. This is stupid, isn't it? You can't run away from yourself ever. So what are you going to do? Be scared of human biology? And like you said, like what? You're a unicorn? No. You're the exact... People are pretty much the same, aren't they? The human body works the way it works. Weight variables are the same for pretty much most people.
Isn't it disappointing though? On the 2 occasions I went to the doctors and I was really concerned that I couldn't lose weight and was trying to medicalise it.
Right.
They tried to help me medicalise it.
Yeah.
They didn't...
What did they say?
They didn't educate me. They wanted to do tests and stuff. Yeah. And I get they're just ruling it out.
Yeah.
But, they're the world's worst for like prescribing Slimming World, aren't they?
Yeah, technically Slimming World are one of the... They might be the only programme that NHS doctors can recommend that isn't go see a dietitian. And dietitians at the hospital are awful. Dietitians are outdated and the advice that they give is not good, and they are not the gold standard in nutrition at all. The GP who people go to see is not qualified in nutrition. You know way more than all GPs, unless they've educated themselves, which good, they freaking should do. But it's not their job. People don't understand that, like, if you were taking tablets and I told you to stop, that's against the law. That's not my scope of practice. Whereas if I make nutrition recommendations to you and then the GP tells you to stop, that's against the law. People think doctors are know-all, or the be-all and end-all, like somehow they've got all the information about everything. No. They check symptoms and they prescribe pills. This is all. They fix symptoms with medication. If you want anything else except symptoms fixed by medication, you're talking to the wrong person. Oh no, you can also get referral. You can get referral to somebody who does something different, like to a dietitian whose job it is to do food. Or if you've got, I don't know, like if you go to the doctor and you say to them you're not feeling mentally well, you're feeling a bit down, they're going to give you antidepressants. What you should really, because that's what the doctor does, prescribes a pill for every single problem. If you don't want a pill, you're going to the wrong person. You need to say to the doctor, I want to go see a counsellor, or I want to go see a therapist, or you want to go see somebody that helps in that area. Like if you go to the
the right expert for the
right
problem.
expert, yeah. If you go to the doctor and you say my knee hurts, you're asking the wrong freaking person. They'll give you a painkiller. They'll give you a pill to solve the knee. You need to go see a physio. You need to get referred out. So it's not your fault. You tried to go see a professional to ask the opinion, but they're not trained in that area, which is disappointing, isn't it? They get 1 half day usually on nutrition, and they're told this is the food pyramid. It's against the law for you to tell anybody anything that's not the food pyramid. Go. And yeah, they can now. Slimming World have somehow weaseled their way into the NHS, where now NHS can recommend. Not that they often do. I don't think it directly says it on the computer, but when a GP searches for how to help somebody with weight loss, it'll come up with pills that make you shit yourself. What are they called? Those fat binders. Fat binders.
Nice.
You can poo yourself and save 100 calories per day. 1 to 200 calories. Perfect. You could just go. You could just
not have a coffee.
Or walk it off. You ordered a tea. We've done it. All bodily fluids stayed inside, and we've still done it, haven't we? Or at the bottom, it says on the GP's computer something like, can be recommended to search out local slimming and weight loss groups, or something like that. And basically they mean Slimming World. But still, doctors give terrible advice to people, to our members, to people in general. Doctors upset people a lot by giving terrible advice, and they always pull out the BMI chart, don't they? And they do that judging thing, like Sandra's mate at Slimming World, don't they? Give you the eye and tell you you're overweight, you need to do something about it. It's like people don't know, or like they're not freaking trying. Thank you, sensitive Simon. Isn't it? Bloody hell. But anyway, you did Light of Life.
Yeah.
Ground yourself into the floor. It worked, but then it came back.
Oh yeah.
You did some Slimming World. Didn't work on the Slimming World.
It's never worked on Slimming World.
But you look past her. You're a petite lady. You didn't have massive amounts to lose. Same program doesn't work for all people, so it's not your fault. You tried, didn't work. Then, like you said, came to see us, took control yourself instead, and now you've made huge changes, haven't you? And you've done it all yourself. So now we're 3 stone down, didn't we? What do you say? 42 pound.
Yeah.
150,000 calories minus. Okay.
That's a lot.
That's the game.
Do you know that? Have you ever seen The Good Doctor?
No, sorry.
Well, the character. I think he's got savant syndrome. I think they call it.
Okay.
But anyway, when there's a medical problem, he sees like the solution, like it's like mapped out. You know, like really.
Or is this an imaginary thing?
Well, it's a program, so it's an imaginary.
The savant syndrome, is that a real thing?
I don't know. I haven't googled it. I haven't googled it, but it's like an autism and savant. So I don't know if it's real.
Okay.
But anyway, in how they portray it is like he'll like see the inner workings of the body in his mind above the person, and like that vein's doing this, and there's a blockage there, and we need to do this. And he always comes up with this like amazing result, right? So it like reminds me of like sci-fi type movies, but that 150,000. That has started appearing as I walk down the street above people's heads. Like I walk around and see this is how many extra calories that person is carrying on their back and on their knees and stuff, and I'm like, that is just, it's blowing my mind. You know when you want to switch something off?
Yeah.
And I know you can't go up to people and go, please, can you just look Connor up? But I do feel like sometimes I just wish more people knew, like
that's what you're helping right now. So
how much of a difference it is once you understand how your body works. That you can go, all right, okay, so I had that reserve tank, didn't really need all those calories, so I just used some of those.
It's not easy, is it? Because I don't think you'd say it's been easy, but we make it as easy as it can be. We make it as easy as it can be, as flexible as it can be, like you said. Give the control to you. People are often scared to join our program, and I kind of know why, because I'm bald and I've got tattoos and I say it like it is and things like this. And people don't want their food taken away, and they don't like trying something new, and it's fear of the unknown and anxiety, and that's natural instincts of the human brain and all this kind of crap. But in reality, I don't tell anybody to stop eating anything. I don't even tell people to cut their calories down.
No, do you know what?
I just show them, and then they can do it or not.
You calculate the maintenance and say You eat maintenance or under.
At the start, I don't even necessarily say that to people. I just tell people if they want, they can just start tracking the calories but carry on eating the same. So people, if they want to, you know, it's the most basic thing you can do. If you just want to see why you've ended up this situation, you want to do diet and lifestyle assessment of your normal situation.
Oh, that's fascinating. I did do that at the beginning.
For the first couple of weeks, some people do. Not many people. Most people join and they want that instant weight loss result, so they take the advice. They go maintenance or under.
While you're just watching you on the public page, like just taking that first step of logging what you're actually eating in MyFitnessPal is really eye-opening.
Yeah, it can be.
And you're like,
that's enough for some people.
Oh my gosh.
Some people are sometimes scared to join the program, but I don't tell people. I don't even tell them. Like, yeah, I show you the calorie range you should be in, but I don't say you better do it.
Never.
And if people eat over it, I'm not like, oh, look at you, what you never, because I overeat it yesterday. On the public video I made earlier, yesterday I ate a 2,000 calorie pizza. About 1,900 calories. Chicago town, large one, sauce in the crust, double pepperoni. How do you feel now? I don't even eat pork except for pepperoni because it's made out of magic, not pork. I'm not even kidding. It's the only time I eat pork, never in my life. It's not even meat. We don't even pretend.
Do you know that there's vegetarian pepperoni, and do you know what? It's close enough for me.
Send me a link.
Close enough.
Send me a link, so I'll make that change. I promise you, I'll make that change.
That, you know my 166 calorie breakfast?
Yeah.
It's a flatbread in the toaster with a little bit of the spreadable canderel cheese, 10 grams, with 5 pieces of vegetarian pepperoni that I have put in my dry fried. In, boom, that's my breakfast.
Is it?
Yeah. I know that sounds awful, but it's nice.
No, I could take that.
And it
could take that.
Tastes close enough. I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but especially if you have it hot, put it on a pizza. There's no reason for.
It's healthier as well, I bet. I don't even know.
It's really low calories.
I don't even know what it's made from, and I guarantee it's healthier than pork, than like low quality
it's only
processed pork.
It's like 10 calories per piece. It's got good protein in it.
I don't believe there's anything in any plant that can be as bad for you as a pork sausage. No. I don't believe it. I just think it's not true.
No, it's very high calories. Anyway, we digress. You know, one of the things that I recognised in myself right at the beginning. And because you do, like on Sunday lectures, you reiterate and say frequently, you know, maintenance or under, and I'd gone maths, okay, so my maintenance is this calories, I want to lose this much weight, so I've got to get my calories down by 1,000 a day, so I've got to do 15,000 steps and only eat this, and I was really low on my calories right at the beginning, and it was awful. Okay. It was awful. And then I had this friend who went, Connor never told you to do like 1,000 calories a day. No. He said maintenance or under, which back then was nearly like 1,950. Yeah. So instead, I all of a sudden went, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do maintenance or under.
What you were told to do? Oh my Lord.
Just do a little bit under.
As if.
And it took me a lot longer. Yeah. But my life was so much better. I know. Yeah. So it was like a few weeks of going hardcore, and I see it in the group now, like new people, they're like, yes, I've done 800. I'm like, why would they want to do 800? Each to your own, but you'll get there. And all of a sudden, after a while, you're like, yes, I did 1,700 and had a great day.
You're exactly right.
And I'm still losing weight.
You're exactly right. Again, you got rid of 150,000 calories. To lose this 42 pound 3 stone, whatever you want to look at it. It was going to be the same number, how fast or how slow. Yeah. But
slow is
the level
is a better life.
it can be for some people. It's not fun eating less calories than you require. So you can eat a little bit less than you require for longer, or you can eat a lot less than you require for shorter.
Which to me is lighter life, because that's what I've been there, done that. So that was 3 stone.
Very nice.
10 weeks.
So you've done both sides of it.
Yes.
And I don't tell people, as you know, I don't tell people like we're discussing what to do. No. I just show them what options they can go for.
What the science is.
Yeah, whereabouts they should be. If somebody says to me, can I eat 1,000 calories a day? I'll say, yeah. I'll make sure they get good nutrition. And you know the thing about people who try that, you know, going too low, they never make it very far.
No, because the cravings kick in, and then you have like 5,000 on a weekend.
Or hunger kicks in, or restriction kicks in, and then they end up overeating a couple of times, and then
it wipes off all the good work you did.
Sometimes it does, but it doesn't take very long for people to then see the error of this way and then start to take it a little bit, exactly, start to take it a little bit steadier. I don't hold people back from doing it because I also don't feel like it's my place to tell people to not try as hard, and it's not my place to hold people back. But people figure out pretty fast usually that that's not the way, because if you take if you take your calories lower, you just end up having more maintenance days. Yeah, it ends up exactly equal.
I don't do maintenance days. I like that. The only reason I could show that one over is because I'm always under every day, and I had to go back and go, let me find one where we actually did something that took me over.
Yeah, because
and it's a rarity.
You've got mindfulness, you've got balance, you've got self-awareness. You understand that it's more about total amount of food than really what you eat, so you're putting in things that you enjoy and stuff like this. And we teach about something on the second lecture, don't we, called diet fatigue, where it's just, you just feel like crap while dieting, mentally and physically basically, and the less calories you eat, the more it drains your battery. That's like we teach it. You only just put the gas pedal on just a little bit, and you just drained your battery just a little bit. You just pushed it a little bit on the calories, but for a long time. Whereas some people can push really hard, but they'll just have to take a break. It's like if we're both going to run a marathon, and you set off nice and steady, and you're just going to pace it all the way to the end. I'm going to sprint off. I'm going to go, then I'm going to get tired. I'm going to take a break. And then you're going to catch up, and then we're going to set off again, and you're going to keep pacing along, and I'm going to sprint off in front, and then I'm going to run, and then I'm going to get tired. And we're probably going to end up at the exact same point, at the exact same time, because you can only do what you can do. Can't you? It's not like suddenly you can just decide I'm going to eat 800 calories a day. If you could, I wouldn't have a fat loss program. If people could just decide, I'm just, all I need to do is eat 1,000 a day and I'll lose fat really fast. Okay, because you can try, can't you? You can try, but it's not that easy, is it? So I really liked I remember when you did that, and I really liked it because you also compensated though by making sure that you had a high step count. You chose to eat more and burn more. And that's what we teach on lecture 3 of the program, isn't it? That you strike a preferential balance that you prefer between eating less and moving more. And you tried eating less and it was rough. So now you decided to eat more but burn a bit more. So now you're active. And
I also love the fact that you can do that. You can lose fat just with walking. Like, so I never did exercise until I started the group, and I do some exercise now, and I've gone through all sorts of tried loads of different things. But in reality, I've tried loads.
You were in fields with hammers and flipping things.
That was mental.
You were everywhere.
I was like, that was like, how can I burn extra calories? But then like when you just chill out and you go, do you know what? Just get up, just park a bit further away from the supermarket. It's amazing how quickly
it sounds like silly lame advice, doesn't it? But it adds up. It sounds so silly.
But yeah, just learning those little tips. So I still do it, but now I only do stuff I really like. I don't do it because I've got to go and burn those calories. Like, I must go to the gym and burn 500 calories. I'm never doing that because I don't need to. So yeah, again, education. I do what I'll tell you about that. I'm going to put it on the group later. I watched a video this morning that was about alcohol. And this lady, I screen grabbed it because I thought it was genius. She got a wine glass, she put a Mars bar in it.
Oh, just for the comparison?
Keeps it in a wine cupboard. You know when you go, one glass of wine is a Mars bar, 285 calories. You wouldn't have 4 Mars bars, would you?
Yeah, they're about the same.
You wouldn't, but
exactly true.
But once you've had a glass of wine, the next one just goes down really easy, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And I was just like, that's just hilarious to actually have in your mind's eye that every time I neck this glass of wine, it's a Mars bar. It's not so many calories. I was just like, I love it. That is exactly it, because they are comparable. It makes no difference. When the calories that go in, it's like putting in unleaded fuel versus super unleaded into your car. It makes like a couple of % difference. It's like, come on, let's be real. And it really only makes a difference if you're a Ferrari, doesn't it? If you're just starting off on your weight loss journey, then bugger it, it makes no difference, does it? If you've got an old car, you're not putting super unleaded into it, have you? This is the same as starting off your fat loss journey and then worrying about these things. I know. But I don't have that problem now because obviously I don't drink.
No, we don't mind if people drink, and people, as long as you fit alcohol into your calorie intake, so you're still losing weight nicely, and you're not drinking so much that it's pushing out other nutrition, which can be an issue. You know, if you were
or you're eating a kebab because you're drunk.
That's true. That is true. If your inhibitions are low, and screw it, let's do it.
Yeah. That's how you're like your 5,000 calorie day.
That's how it can go down the pan, isn't it? So we don't mind if people drink, and we teach people balance. We've got specific lectures in the program teaching about different calories and alcohols and how to get buzzed without gaining weight and stuff like this. But you've taken it to the extreme.
I did. A bit of hypnosis.
You've gone sober October, but forever. But
I don't know if it's forever, but I decided that I liked food more than being drunk, so I would save the calories. So I started off like going from wine down to like spirits and a mixer. That's
one of the best tips we recommend, isn't it?
And I was doing that kind of hardcore, like gin and slimline tonic. And I'd never used to have spirits. I used to drink pints. Because I like the volume of it. I felt like you got more for your money.
Yeah.
And that like retraining your brain that, yeah, but you can have 10 of these to 1 pint type.
That is true.
It was a game changer. And then I thought, do you know what? Why don't I just while I'm in the fat loss zone, you know, it's not forever, just in this period, I'll just not drink. Mm-hmm. So I found this hypnosis, and Anthony said, it says, quit drinking forever. You know, this man like talks to you. Well, I played it for 21 days, no desire to drink whatsoever. And I keep going, do you think it's like really worked? Like really worked? Like I'm never gonna drink. And I'm just like, I don't think you are. I didn't mean to do that. I just meant, well, it might make it a little bit easier. I'll do the in for a penny, in for a pound. I love trying these things.
Yeah, you just tried it.
Tried it.
Worked nice.
It made it really easy to stop drinking for the fat loss phase. Technically, I'm at the end of the fat loss phase. Am I going to drink this week? No. I can drink, but I choose not to.
You've done your original goal, haven't you? But you're thinking about pushing on.
Yeah.
But one of the things I was going to say to you is, did you notice that when you got to your goal, there wasn't a massive explosion and well, hey, it's finished, like woo, like people think there's going to be?
It's just the same.
It's just the same, isn't it? It kind of just peters out and then carries on, sort of thing.
Well, it never ends, does it? Because I think I'm glad that I educated myself early on enough to flip to be maintenance or under rather than hardcore. Because if I'd have done it in half the time, and now I was able to kind of eat at maintenance to try and stay the same, I would have found it really hard to have balance.
People do sometimes. You're exactly
because I've
right.
only been like maybe 200-300 under a day.
It's no real difference.
It's not really any difference. So I may carry on losing half a pound a week or a pound a week.
It's not making any difference to you, is it?
No. Or
perfect.
I feel like I saved a gap to put alcohol back in. I just don't really think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So
perfect. People's goals move as they grow, and it's what they don't expect. Like you wanted to get to where you are now, but now you've got more control and you're in a different place. The goals take a long time to achieve in life. So as you move forward towards the goal, you're becoming a different person, which means the goal moves as you're chasing it. So as you got to your original goal, there's not really like some giant explosion and it's all done. You just think, yeah, but I could do a little bit more, don't you? And then you just carry on just stepping forward, because technically we've finished the program.
Yeah.
Technically you've got lifetime access. I hope you come down forever. I hope you quit your job and do what I do.
I might do.
I hope you make a fat loss program that's better than mine. I hope you.
Can we just work together?
We can definitely do that. We can definitely do that, but you're still here, aren't you? You're still moving forward for yourself. You're still spreading information around. You're still involved. This is why we have the free maintenance phase at the end, because you've not struggled, but some people, you've done it kind of as one phase. You took it steady and have nicely phased it out, and then you might just carry on, like you said, and you'll just have to just tiny little change, and it'll just carry on down. We do also have a lot of people who do very fast, rapid fat loss, and then for them we offer that free support afterwards, where they will have to learn to diet again. They will have two different phases.
Yeah.
Phase one of fat loss, where we teach them to eat low calories sustainably. We teach them how to make changes where they can hit their cravings, still have a social life, not be too hungry, but still be losing fat. But then they'll get to the end of it, having only been trained in 2 directions. Before, they were eating too much, and then we trained them to not eat enough. So they've been trained for years to gain weight, and we just trained them how to lose weight. What about the middle, isn't it? That's why we set the goal as maintenance all runners to keep people training on that area throughout the process. But when those people on the rapid fat loss style, where they take it more hardcore because they want that result now, when they get to the end, they'll have to relearn again, and it is another bit of a, I wouldn't say it's a struggle as much, but it's another little learning curve and experience, because you've got more calories, you don't have to exercise as much, so it's easier than the fat loss phase. It slackens it, but how much do you slacken it? You have to learn again, and we keep in contact with people, we keep in touch with people. Most people just continue on though, like you have, which is absolutely beautiful.
I didn't believe at the beginning I could get to here. So to actually be here, and not only believe, I believe I can get a lot further. And I'm like,
you're a powerful person.
There'll come a point where I will realise that I don't want to go any lower. But I'm not there. I'm not there yet.
It's nice, but it's just about you being happy with yourself, isn't it? It's got nothing to do with the goal weight.
It might be a rate of $0.25 pound a week.
You're already where you thought you would never get to, so this is already bonus time. Isn't it? You're already on overtime. We're in the end zone. You've already won the game, and now we're just stepping forward to see where it ends up.
Helping other people. I think that's it. I know I've always been really active within the group.
You're a big member in the community. I agree.
And I think I can't remember the conversation that we'd had previously, but you said something about like helping other people helps you.
It does, yeah.
And that's one of the things I'd advocate for other people. The people who come to the Sunday group, the people who comment and share knowledge, it reinforces it.
It does.
That you're a lot better if you can teach somebody else it, because you know that it's then hardwired into you forever.
Yeah. If you can't teach it to somebody else, you don't understand it.
Yeah.
That's the real thing. You have to understand it to explain it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's game changing. So I definitely say to people, it's be involved.
It's in the community, isn't it?
Be involved in the community, and that helps you. Like I used to run those Fitbit challenges.
Perfect, yeah.
That was to make me step more.
Exactly, it worked, didn't it?
It did.
Exactly. And you're a big picture and meme creator inside the group, aren't you?
Love a bit visual influencer.
Yeah, and you're all.
Me and Becky have got that status now.
You're
I'm
awesome
loving
at it. You're absolutely amazing. You're way better than me. The information that you put across, translating things on the program and things that I say and things that other people say into little nice infographics and then sticking them into the group. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Do you remember that one I did early on when I listened to Snacking and Hunger? You are not a squirrel.
Yeah, I do. You are not a squirrel.
That's like my favourite.
Storing food
that
for the
should
winter.
be like the logo for that topic. You are not a squirrel. Tesco is open 24 hours
Storing
a day.
Junk food like it's
you
winter.
You don't need to buy the multi-pack.
Like you're going into hibernation. I know. Yeah, helping others. What people say, one of the best ways to learn something is to teach it to somebody else, isn't it? So it does help people. The community is the most powerful thing in my opinion. It's like people think it's me, it's definitely not me. I just teach people a few things and give them the space to do what you could have done all along. You've not really changed. You had the success inside you all the time. You're a powerful person. You've got a lovely relationship. You do well at your work and business things that you do, and you're confident in that area as well. So there's no reason you can't transfer that over to any other area, which is why I'm so proud of everybody that does it, because we don't really teach people how to lose fat. We teach people how to kind of do anything, because it's kind of like how you do one thing is how you do anything. You set a goal, it looks too scary, it looks way too far away. What should you do? Step one, find somebody who's already done it or knows what they're doing, isn't it? Break it down into small manageable chunks. That's what we do. We're not focusing on 42 pound lost, 42 pound. We don't focus on this, we just do one. No, we don't even really do focus on 1 pound, we focus on 1 day. Don't we? We do 1 day at a time, maintenance calories or under. That's it, isn't it? Can we do 1 day? Because everyone can do 1 day. Because if you can get through 1 day, then guess what? You just wake up tomorrow, boom, it's new again. Can you do 1 day? Well, I think I can do 1 day. All right, let's do 1 day, and then you wake up again. Can I do 1 day? I think you can do 1 day, and it's just the same again and again and again until you end up somewhere that you never expected to be. I think it's great what you've done. You've used it to not only lose weight, but also, like we spoke about on the other podcast, which I'll probably put up second to this one, so it might sound weird in the order that it goes in. But we spoke about how you became vegetarian and are moving towards veganism and making different choices there. You've dropped alcohol out of it as well, and then
the next thing in is strength training,
is
and
it?
we are.
It's just moving on. It's just moving on.
It's there. It's on the horizon.
Yes.
Changed person.
People do things they never thought they could do before, because once you've done, fat loss is a hard thing, isn't it? And you'd struggled with that before, and then you've done the hard thing.
And just having the confidence.
That's what I mean. Yeah, you now you get to feel. Wait a minute. I thought this could never get done. I thought I couldn't do this, but I set this goal. I broke it down into small chunks. You checked in, you ate better, you did the steps, you did it all yourself, every single step of the way. Some hardships, I'm sure, like we said, some wins, some learns. It's not always all smooth all the way through, but you did it every single step of the way. And now you've got further than you expected and about to go again. And now this is training your brain to think, wait a minute, I did that thing that was impossible inside your own head, and you changed your own reality. And now it starts to let people think, well, if I did that, what else could I do? What else could I do? This is why what did it to me was weightlifting. It's the exact same process, because it's not what tool you use. Like it's how you do one thing is how you do everything. It's the same principles for success in all areas of life. Like it just seems like, oh, it's just weightlifting. It's just going to the gym. But really, no, it's not. It's going somewhere that's scary, to do something that you don't want to do, that hurts, that makes you no progress. Because if you lift weights, it hurts while you're doing it, you end up smelly, you're tired, you wake up the next day, you hurt even more, and you look the same. It's been one day, you look exactly the same. But then do you know what you do? Do it again. Do it anyway. And you're not sure if it's going to work or if you're doing the right things, and it is scary to be there. And no, you don't want to do it. And you especially don't want to do the freaking leg training. Oh my God. But then you do it anyway. And after years and years and years and years of this, it trains your brain that you can chip away one thing at a time, rather than thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to build my arms up. You don't. You just wonder if you can just do 10 kgs on bicep curl. And you work at that for a year, and then you just set another little goal. And you just move forward and move forward and move forward. Rather than looking at the bigger picture, you just break it down. Anyway, I'm going on, Zoe. I think that's it. Do you think that's it?
I think that's it.
Thank you so much for coming down.
You.
I really appreciate it. That was
been fun.
That was an absolutely beautiful story that you just told about all your journey and the changes you've made. You're a powerful person.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming down and spreading that. Thank you for watching as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Speak to you soon. I'm stiff.